everybody? Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and happy Monday to each and every one of you. Pretty excited today because over the weekend kind of came up with a revelation, an idea, something that I think I'm going to do, changing things up a little bit here at cinemasickness.com. I'm going to try to make this very brief, very quick. You guys know me, I ramble on quite a lot when I try to talk about things. I'm going to try not to do that right now, but I want to just talk about something very quick before I get into today's daily sickness video. As you guys know, things here at cinemasickness.com have been changing a little bit over the last couple months, I'd say. Things like, for instance, I've been buying CDs again. And a lot of you guys asked to see what CDs that I pick up, and I didn't really want to show them off at first because this was Cinema Sickness. This is only about cinema. It's not about music. It's not about CDs unless there's, soundtracks or something that has to do with cinema somehow, like an enhanced CD or something like that. I didn't want to show that stuff off, but you guys asked, so I started doing it. Now I'm collecting Game Boy games. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I started collecting for the Game Boy again. I miss playing Game Boy. I've been really enjoying playing Game Boy now that I've been collecting again. And I've been collecting pretty hard over the last 2 weeks or so. So I've sort of been thinking about it, and I've kind of come to the revelation that things here at cinemasickness.com have just changed. Everything's not cinema anymore. We now have music, we now have CDs, and we now have games. We now have Game Boy games. The CDs, again, I'm not really collecting them per se. I just, if I see a CD I like, I buy it, but I'm not adding it to the library or anything like that. I do buy it, I do pick it up. However, Game Boy games are being added to the library. I have a new shelf that I just built. It's all lit and fancy and yada, yada, yada. I will probably show it off in a video tomorrow or sometime this week or something. I'm thinking about doing that to show it off to you guys. So, Game Boy games are now in the library. They're now in the, I guess I would call it a media library now. I can't really call it the cinema library because it's not 100% cinema anymore. We do have games here now. So, I was doing the non-cinema updates video. I did 2 of those last week, and I thought they were going to be good and they were going to work. But, the more I think about it, the more I realize that it's kind of ridiculous. I'm buying CDs, I'm buying games, I'm still buying tons and tons and tons of movies. You guys want to see what I pick up? We're just going to start incorporating them all together. I'm not going to change up my hunting videos. For my hunting videos, I'm going to show you everything I grab. I'm not going to be like, okay, here's just a cinema and then show you the other stuff some other time. No, I'm going to show you everything I picked up from a cinema hunting, in a cinema hunting video, or as I might want to start calling them now, media hunting videos. I might change the name of them. I'm going to show you everything I grab. I'm not going to switch that up. And I figured, why should I change it in a daily sickness video? If I go to a pawn shop and buy a bunch of movies and a couple games or something like that, why split that up? Why not just show you everything I picked up? It'll make things easier if I get a good deal. Like, for instance, what I'm going to show you today is a good example. They gave me a deal on everything that I picked up, including games, and it would be kind of a pain to be like, well, let's split this up and figure out, how much did I spend on movies, how much I spent on it's just like, why don't I just show you the good deal I got on everything? So I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope you guys like that. I hope that's not a problem. I don't think it would be. A lot of you guys have been leaving great comments. I've been getting a lot of good feedback on my non-cinema update videos. A lot of you guys like that. I had one of you guys said it's your new favorite video of mine, so I guess you guys really like games. You guys seem to be okay with that. You guys seem to like that. It doesn't seem to bother you. I know maybe I'm just taking it all kind of crazy. I'm like, no, this is cinema sickness. It's got to only be cinema. But I don't think you guys really care. You're still going to see the cinema I pick up. You're just going to also see some games and some CDs too. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I would love your feedback on this. I always welcome feedback. I always welcome your ideas and your thoughts, as long as it's a constructive criticism. I don't necessarily like non-constructive criticism, but if it's constructive criticism, if you got some ideas, some thoughts, leave a comment below. Whether it's yay or nay to this, leave a comment below. I want to hear your thoughts, but I don't think you guys are gonna have a problem. I think this also makes sense. You guys want to see what games I pick up. You want to see what CDs I pick up. You obviously still want to see what movies I pick up. That's why you're watching this. You want to see that. Why not just show it all off in a video? So today, as long as this all goes according to plan, things change all the time, but as long as this all goes according to plan, today is going to be the first ever daily sickness where you're going to see not just cinema. So, all right. That's not too bad. 5 minutes. All right, I didn't ramble too much. So 5 minutes in the video. All right, let's do it. Let's take a look at what I picked up. All right, I'm kind of excited about this, guys. This seems weird to do, but we're going to do it. So this is... it's like I breathed something in my nose as I'm like talking to you guys. Anyway, we'll try to make through this without me sneezing or anything. So anyway, over the weekend, it was on Saturday, I went to the Pottstown Cash Traders, which isn't a store I go to a lot. I probably should. They have really good deals there. It's just parking's a pain. It's not in the very nice part of the... It's not a city. The town. Pottstown's not a very nice town. So I don't go there too often. It's just kind of a pain to go there. But I should go more often. I do like going there. They have really good deals, and here we go. So I was kind of in a bit of a time constraint. I didn't have a lot of time to look around. I had maybe like an hour to kill, so I just ran out there quick and came back home, and I had to immediately come right back home. So I didn't get to look through all their DVDs. I didn't look through any of their DVDs, actually. They have a big DVD section, just like 3 walls, and then a couple racks full of movies. Lots of DVDs to look through. If I go there, I'm usually spending like an hour or two looking through their DVDs. They have good deals. I get good stuff there all the time. It just takes a long time to look through their stuff. So I had to skip over that. But what I did look through was their display case. In their display case, they do have games. They had Game Boy games. And I also looked through their Blu-rays and UMDs as well. So I picked up some games. I picked up a UMD. And I picked up some movies. So, all right, let's get down to it. I guess we'll just do the games first to get those out of the way. So everything you're about to see here, $20 total. Fantastic. Another reason why I really like this pawn shop is the fact that they're a real pawn shop. I hate when I go to a pawn shop and, I say how much for this movie, and they're like, well, it says $3. That's it. There's no haggling. There's no nothing. It's not like if I buy like, oh, well, if I get like 5 of them, can you do some kind of deal? A lot of places will say no. They're like $3 a piece. That's how much they are. There's no haggling. Whereas the Pottstown Cash Traders, they're open to stuff. You buy a bunch of stuff, they're gonna give you a deal. You want to buy, something that maybe isn't selling, something it's just been sitting around for a while, that's listed at like X amount of dollars. They'll give you like $30, $20 off, something like that, just to get it out of the store and make you happy. I mean, they're really cool people there. They work with you. They give you good deals. And everything I'm supposed to get here, I think came out to $34. They gave it to me for $20. So I saved like $15. That's pretty awesome. No tax either. I don't know how they get away with that. That could be a little weird, but yeah, I got this for I saved $15. I got this all for $20. Awesome deal. So all right, games. So first thing here are 2 Game Boy Advance games. We have Midway's Greatest Arcade Hits. Very, very awesome. And I completely forget what games are on here. I probably should have remembered that for this video, but I do forget. But anyway, I do remember some great games being on here. I saw this, thought that was pretty awesome. Had to grab that. And then we also have Tak and the Power of Juju. This is actually pretty good. I did it. I popped this in, played like a level or 2. It was pretty interesting. It's a platformer game. It is a Nickelodeon game, so it's not the most difficult game in the world. It is a little kiddied up, but there are some little difficult parts here and there, and it still was fun. It wasn't too kiddie that it was, and too easy that it was annoying, but it wasn't too difficult that it was like overpowering, which maybe I kind of more wanted. But it worked. It was a fun game. I'll be playing through this one. Pretty cool. So again, Tak and the Power of Juju. I think Tak was that a cartoon series? I'm not really sure, but anyway, very cool. All right, then we got some Game Boy Color here. We have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Yeah. So this is pretty bad on the Game Boy Color. It's horrible. It's not a good game whatsoever. It's not like the Game Boy Advance Tony Hawk games that I rant and rave about and tell you how great they are. This is horrible, but whatever, I grabbed it. Same thing here goes with Dave Meter's Freestyle BMX. Not very good either. They just play horribly. I'd say this is better than Tony Hawk, but it's not better by much. Then we have, this was good. This is Rescue Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. This I actually enjoyed. It's against another platformer. It's not the best game in the world, but it was enjoyable, and I did like playing through it, and I look forward to playing through it some more, because I played through it. I was playing through the first level, and I actually died during the first level, and I was like, wow, that was... I'm surprised I'm surprised I didn't make it all the way through. I look forward to playing more of this. I really want to check this one out some more. So far, so good. I enjoyed that. And then I got Mary Kate and Ashley Get a Clue. I know. These black cards here, these are kind of like hybrids or game, for those you don't know, black cartridge Game Boy games are kind of like Game Boy Color slash Game Boy sort of hybrids. In other words, you can't play this Game Boy Color game. This will not play on your black and white Game Boy. These black cartridges, though, are basically Game Boy Color games that will also play on your Game Boy. So that's what that is. And anyway, these Mary-Kate Ashley games, they're not that bad. They're sort of like puzzle games. A little bit easy once you kind of get the hang of things. They're a little easy. They're not super like, you know, they're not brain. What's the word I'm looking for? Something twisters. Anyway, they don't make you think too much. they're a little easy, but it still is interesting. I was surprised. I was expecting something really, really bad, and I was surprised when I got something that wasn't horrible. So it was okay. I might actually play through one of these one day and beat it just to check it out. And then this, I would say, definitely the gem of the Game Boy stuff. We have Marble Madness. God, do I love this game. This is absolutely awesome. A game I grew up with, a game I had on the Nintendo. I love Marble Madness. This is absolutely fantastic. So I was pretty excited to come across this. That was awesome. And second time last week that I got thanked for buying something. I got thanked at J Street Video Games when I bought those UMD videos. The owner of the store thanked me because he said nobody were buying them. He was very happy that I bought them. He actually thanked me for purchasing them. And same thing goes with these Game Boy games. Not so much the Game Boy Advance, but the Game Boy Color and the black and white Game Boy games. The owner of the store thanked me for buying these because he said I thought nobody would ever buy them. Apparently these have been sitting in the counter in the display case for some time now. So he thanked me. So I thought that was pretty funny that twice in 1 week I got thanked for purchasing stuff from a store. So that was interesting. All right. Grabbed one UMD here, and that was Zathura. Very cool to pick this up. This is pretty good. Let's see, does it say? Yes, a new adventure from the world of Jumanji. It's basically Jumanji in space. But if you like Jumanji, you'll like Zathura. I do enjoy this movie. It's pretty good. Also interesting that it does star Kristen Stewart. There she is. Kristen Stewart there. Very young Kristen Stewart. So very cool. Like I said, I do enjoy this movie. I did not have it yet on UMD. My first UMD starting with Z. So that's pretty interesting as well. I need to get a new spacer card now. Got to make that up. So very, very awesome to grab Zathura on UMD video. Very, very cool. All right, and now on to the 4 Blu-rays that I picked up. Got some awesome stuff here. First I picked up, and I did watch this. I really enjoyed it, but we'll talk about that more when I do a review on it. We have Wild Target. Really wanted to pick this one up because right there, that cast alone. Look at who's in that. I mean, Bill Nye, for one thing, sold me on it. I'll buy almost anything with Bill Nye in it. But the rest of the cast is fantastic. Great movie. Really liked it. Glad I picked this one up. It was a movie I had heard of. My nose is driving me nuts. I'm sorry. At the beginning of this video, as I'm talking to you guys, I like breathed something in, and it's going crazy now. So, yes, Wild Target. Really did enjoy this. It's a movie I'd heard of it, but it kind of came and went when it was released. I remember like quickly hearing about it and then never hearing about it again. So glad I came across this. Glad I jumped on it. This was awesome. Then I picked up the Blu-ray DVD combo pack of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Very, very awesome. Very cool. I do already have this movie on DVD, but I actually really like it. I think it's a great Christmas movie. Great rendition of a classic Christmas tale. So I really, really, really do enjoy this. And I look forward to watching stuff like this with my son. So definitely wanted to rebuy it, upgrade to Blu-ray. Figured it was definitely worth it. And I'll have to sit down and watch it again this holiday season. So very cool. All right, then we have Iron Man Rise of Technovore. Title I need to get yet. Did not have this Marvel Universe movie. Did not have this one yet. Trying to get them all. Didn't have it. Wanted to pick it up. And it did come with the Ultraviolet code, which was still good. That's always awesome. So Iron Man, again, Rise of Technovore. I have not seen this one yet. Looking forward to checking it out. Marvel movies, the Marvel Universe animated movies are kind of hit or miss for me. The DC Universe movies, I say, are usually hits. There have been some that I've been like, that I've not been all that keen on. But the DC ones, I can almost like 95% of the time count on at least enjoying them to some extent. The Marvel ones, again, hit or miss. Some of them I really like, some of them not so much. I'm hoping this one is a good one. But even if it's not, I wanted to pick it up because, of course, I want to have all the Marvel Universe animated movies and the live action ones, of course, too. So I had to grab that. And then this is definitely the best for last. This was really cool. A movie I already own on Blu-ray, but this was a really cool release. This is the special edition release of Fantasia 2000. This year being the UK release. Look at that. Comes in that thicker, see that thicker case? Very, very cool. I always loved how they numbered them like that. Why do they not do that here in the States? That is so cool. Classic number 38. I just, always been a huge fan of that. I guess they number them by the Walt Disney Masterpiece collection. I think they numbered them all by like, the first one up to, I guess, Fantasia 2000 was number 38, I guess. But anyway, very, very cool. This is awesome. It's simply just the Blu-ray release, but it's pretty cool. It even comes with the codes too, which I don't believe I can use because they're European. I can't use the European Disney Movie Rewards codes, but it was really cool. I thought this was pretty awesome. Just for collecting reasons, I wanted to grab it. I love Disney movies. I love Disney artwork variations. I did not have this cool European release, so I picked it up. Like I said, I do already have the US release, but this is pretty awesome. Really cool to see that. I'm assuming maybe somebody this come out before this came out before in the UK, before it came out in the States. I wonder, or maybe this was really cheap. I know sometimes Amazon UK has Disney titles for a lot cheaper than they have here. So I'm kind of curious why this made it here over to the States, but very, very awesome nevertheless. Really cool find in my opinion. This probably should have been listed a lot more. I actually saw this and thought, I wonder if I'm going to like pick this up and it's going to have like a $10 sticker on it. It's not going to be part of their normal pricing, but nope, it was only... I think it's $3, so very awesome. So all right, guys, there you go. That was everything. So picked up a lot of awesome stuff from the Pottstown Cashator, a UMD video, some Blu-rays, and some games as well, all to add to the collection. Very excited about that. And again, I will show you guys pretty soon. Again, I'm thinking that this week, I'll show you guys the new display area that I made for my my games. I did post a picture of it at cinemasickness.com if you haven't checked that out already, but I'll actually do a video on it because I enjoy it. So yes, games now added to the library. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope this worked. Hope you don't mind hearing me talk about games and CDs when I buy them. Again, cinemasickness.com will still be... I want to be realistic. Let's say 75% still cinema. I mean, if we're adding games, we're adding CDs. I got to be realistic. Maybe that's going to take up 25%. If I walk past a game store and I go in and I buy a bunch of Game Boy games, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk to you guys about it. So, but still, we're going to mostly do cinema here. It's mostly all going to be cinema. Don't worry about that. Things aren't going to change. This isn't going to become a game channel or anything like that. Hell no, that'll never happen. Not going to happen. I'm still, mostly a cinema guy, but some occasional Game Boy games, because what can I say? I do enjoy playing the Game Boy. So, again, leave some comments below. Let me know if this is cool. If you guys want to have me keep doing this, I hope you do, because this is kind of what I want to start doing now. So, hopefully, this works for you. All right, guys. So, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I certainly appreciate the support. Simply by just you checking this video out, it means so much to me, so thank you. But of course, you can also show your support by simply liking this video, clicking that thumbs up tab down below. It takes 2 seconds, and it means the absolute world to me. You can also subscribe to me. I do a brand new daily sickness video every single day. Unboxings. That's another thing, too. I'm getting games from like Listy and stuff now, too, and from eBay. So I'll include those in unboxings and whatnot. I'm kind of going nuts trying to like keep track of, is this package, this one have games in it? I gotta like figure out what came from who, so I know which ones have games, which ones have movies. I'm not doing that anymore. So so unboxings, collection updates, hunting videos, reviews, looks at my collection, looks into my sickness for media. Gotta change that now on a daily basis. Been doing it for over 4 years now, and I got no plans on stopping. So hit that subscribe button. You'll see at least one new brand new daily sickness video for me every single day, but other bonus videos sprinkled in here and there for your extra added enjoyment. And if you're watching this at if you're watching this on YouTube, down below in the description, there's some other links that you can also share your support with, things like my Patreon account, where you can pledge a monthly donation to help support the show. There's a link to Spreadshirt, where you can purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness hat, a Cinema Sickness t-shirt. This is one of 16 different designs you can choose from. There's Cinema Sickness hoodies, tank tops, baby gear, kids gear. There's a satchel, coffee mugs, all kinds of awesome Cinema Sickness merchandise. Free to pick up if you feel ever so inclined. There's the usuals, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that's down there as well. And if you're also on Listia and you're on eBay, I have my Listia and eBay pages down there as well, so you can follow me on there and see what I have up for sale and for trade. And all those very exact same websites are at cinemasickness.com. If you are watching this there, underneath the Cinema Sickness logo above you, you'll see a bunch of icons. Click on those icons. They'll take you all to the same very exact sites. And if you're not at cinemasickness.com, if you are on YouTube, there is a link to cinemasickness.com down below. Click on that, head over there, check it out. I do post these videos there, but I post so much more as well. All kinds of awesome stuff for you to check out over at cinemasickness.com. My entire game, I finally listed my entire Game Boy collection. That's over there too, if you guys want to check that out now. And also, Team Sickness is over there as well. If you like my videos, you're going to like the videos and everything from Team Sickness. Again, collection updates, reviews, everything like that from those guys and gals. So while you're over there, click on that Team Sickness tab. Check them out. Show your support for those guys and gals. I'm sure they'd really appreciate it. So, all right, there you go. That is it. Again, thank you so much for watching, and leave some comments below. Let me know if this video works for you guys. So have a great Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday. See you then, guys. Bye.